What's up, Termination? So, if you haven't noticed, we have had our first presidential debate last night, and I figured I'd make a video on it. So, about this presidential debate, we uh we found something interesting. So, Trump was facing Joe Biden, but he was also facing the moderator. If you watch, you'll see that he went at it with the moderator. Every time Trump tried to say something, they were like, "Oh no, no, nope, you can't say that. We'll get to that later." Then they would ask Trump another question. And just the questions he was asked, it was all like, why did you lie about this? Why do you think this? Why is this? It was all very the types of questions. You can look back at the all the videos on YouTube about it. You'll see that they were all centered around making him look bad, attacking his character, and while the other questions that Joe Biden was getting were actually about ideas and principles and his opinions. Wasn't about his character, wasn't about what is about statements he's made or anything like that. It was more, or if it was about that stuff, it was about promoting his stuff. Whereas they pretty much slammed Trump to the ground and tried to um, essentially smash his face into the asphalt. But Trump saw this, called them both out. I like it because within 5 minutes, the moderator is interrupting Trump, and Trump goes, "Oh, so now I'm debating you. So I'm debating you now." So, which is also pretty good. But here's a big issue that's risen up. So the moderator goes, "Okay, Trump, are you? Everyone's wanting to know this. So I want to ask you this: Are you willing to condemn white supremacy and militias, and essentially tell them to stand down?" First off, and I just watched Upchurch's video, and that kind of inspired me to make this video. And Upchurch made a good point. Why are you putting militias into that category and say, are you willing to condemn them? Militias are a right of the people. For it is the right of the people to keep and bear arms. But before that, it talks about the militia and says that it's a right to have a militia. The militia being the people. So you're asking him to condemn something that is supported by the Second Amendment. You're asking him to condemn people's rights that is clearly stated in the Bill of Rights and telling them to stop. If I were the president of the United States, I'd look at you and say, militias are fine to be active and to be, you know, to do what they do, as long as they aren't being violent towards innocents. But he grouped them with the white supremacy. And here's another thing: is why are you only grouping it to the white supremacy? That's the first question that came to me: is why just white supremacy? Why not violence or something a little bit bigger that everyone is a part of? Why are you attacking only one issue that's not even as big of an issue that we're facing right now with the left? That's what Trump was saying. Is he goes, "Oh yeah, sure," and he goes on about Antifa and BLM, who, if you watch my videos, you'll see that I've called them out plenty of times where they've been violent and they've said violent things and they've acted out of violence towards innocent people. They killed a black 8-year-old girl. Video will be in my channel. But so Trump is talking about that and talking about, he condemns all violence of that nature. But Bubba, they kept going, no, 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 no. It's not that hard. Just say it, sir. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just say it when he just said, "Sure, I'll condemn it," but he literally just condemned it then. And then he goes in and says, stand down and stand by. And now everyone is going on about how he never condemned white supremacy and this and that. What do you think he just said in that statement? He said it twice. He said he would, and then he went on and said it, and they won't recognize it because they want to make him look like the idiot, make him look like a racist. First off, the moderator shouldn't be asking him a question like that, because that's a very biased question to ask a president. You can, with all the questions the moderator asked, Trump versus Biden, you could very well tell that the moderator was put into that position to help Biden. Clearly. He clearly was. Don't believe me? Compare the questions, and you'll see that all the questions are more like that will you condemn white supremacy type questions to Trump. And then, well, what do you think about climate change, the Biden? The Biden. So, yeah, the whole white supremacy stuff. Don't believe it. He did condemn it. He has condemned it. In fact, that same day, he signed into law that the KKK, a right-wing white supremacist group, and Antifa, the left wing's progressive radical group, he signed into an executive order declaring those as terrorist groups, terrorist organizations. I know because I saw it on the news. I saw it all over the internet the following today. He signed those into law yesterday, or signed those into his executive order. And you're going to tell me that he doesn't condemn white supremacy when he just declared the biggest white supremacist group as a terrorist organization? Something Obama didn't do? You see, he used the tactic of the left of what I'm seeing for the presidency. They can't bring in someone with smarts to face Trump. They can't. They already tried it. Hillary Clinton is a smart lady. She knows how to play people. She knows how to manipulate people. She's careful on her words. We know this because she's had a lot of controversies rise up, and she's able to die it all down. But here's the kicker. She didn't win against Trump. So let's go, oh, well, maybe we can get someone stupid in there, aka Biden, because he doesn't know what the hell he's running for. He doesn't know what he's doing in there. And we'll just get the moderator to help him out. It's not going to work. They think people like you and me are idiots. They think we believe everything we hear. They think we believe everything we see. But they don't know us. No, they don't know America the way they think they do. See, America, yeah, you might have a few people that are like that. And they're the ones that raise their voice the loudest. Or they're the ones that get covered the most. But the majority of America are sitting there and looking at this and going, that's a very biased moderator. Yes, Trump interrupted a lot, but every time he was saying something that he needed to say, they were interrupting him and telling him, no, we'll get to that later. They wouldn't let him answer the way he needed to answer. Essentially, they let him say, "Well, my opinion is," and then they cut him off right there. They won't let him say his opinion. What do you expect the man to do? And now the left's all going, "Oh, he's acting like a little 12-year-old." What do you expect from a man like that? You expect him to sit by and let the moderator not let him get his points in? You expect him to stand by and just watch the moderator promote Biden and ask him personal questions and make him look bad while making Biden look good, being very biased? Don't be fooled by the left. The left's playing this trick. And Trump will win because the American people are not idiots. They'll see right through this and be like, huh, they'll either vote for Trump or they'll vote for the independent candidate. But yes, Biden won't be in office. He's too soft-skinned. He's too nice. And I say nice, meaning he's that guy that can't finish a statement. He literally can't finish a statement. He contradicts himself. One of the things Biden said in the debate was, "I don't want to defund the police. I want a therapist there to tell the police how to do their job." And I watched someone else make a joke about this. I don't know if it was Upchurch. I don't know if it was just someone else, but how? Why? You expect an officer to be like, "Well, okay, then this black person is shooting at my car and shooting at me. What should I do, therapist? How should I handle this thing?" Uh, uh, you should give him a peace offering. How about I just give him my lead? No, that's violent. You must find a peaceful way to deal with it. But if I find a peaceful way, I'ma die. Why don't I just pump a few rounds of lead into him? No, you can't do that. The next thing you know, officer and the therapist have been shot and killed. And yes, I use the black guy as the bad guy because that's what we see a lot of. Because the media wants cop bad, black person good. Yeah, we don't want Biden in office. Anyone who says they want Biden in office doesn't know what they're talking about. And they don't know what's really going on in the world. They're clueless. But anyway, I've spoken enough. Vote who you want. Don't forget to vote. But that's just my opinion on the debate and everything last night. So, yeah, Biden looked like a Biden and didn't know what he was talking about. Didn't know anything. And threw out false numbers at Trump, and Trump called him out for it. That's the thing is Biden kept throwing out all these things, and Trump kept calling him out on all the lies, all the wrong sayings that Biden was saying. And then Trump was coming out with truth, and everyone was trying to shut him down. That's essentially what happened. And then the moderator was attacking Trump's character, and attacking Trump with his questions, while trying to promote Biden with his questions. So keep a careful eye on this next debate when it comes on. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I guarantee you, they're going to continue this route. And they're going to try to paint Trump in a bad light by the moderator so that people don't vote Trump. And you can tell that this is their plan because Biden spoke mostly into the camera. When you speak into the camera 90% of the time, you know something's up. You know he's trying to win the people over because they're scared that the people are not going to vote for them. They've already seen Trump dominate one of their smartest individuals, Clinton, and now they're worried that their plan is not going to work, so they have to appeal to everyone. And yeah, Biden, I forget what he said, but he said something, and he pretty much just lost all the radical left because it went against their whole agenda. And Trump called it on. He goes, "You just lost the radical left." But it'll be interesting to see what goes on. But yeah, that's my opinion on the whole presidential debate. It was a biased debate in favor of Biden. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. And there will be an announcement coming out soon. I just gotta get paid so I can get some materials for it, and then you'll see what the announcement is. So, peace.